Sagittarius, welcome to SIKIKSYD. This is a reading for the future Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius in the astrological chart. You could be connecting to someone who has Sagittarius in the astrological chart. Or you came across this reading and it just resonates for you. This is a reading for the future Sagittarius. Thank you so much for all of you for commenting, liking, subscribing, viewing here at SIKIKSYD, letting me know that you like whatever is being put out here at SIKIKSYD. So thank you so much. What is the future for Sagittarius? I'm doing this reading before I go to do my, oh my God, this stuff is sticking. I'm doing this reading before I go to my professional volleyball practice, go shopping. I'm getting the dog some more doggy treats today. And I'm also eating some spicy crab legs. And I'm preparing for my professional volleyball. Oh, wow. I'm preparing for my professional volleyball meeting. My professional volleyball coach who I've known for 15 years. 1, 2, there's another card. And here. And here. All right. This is, you made this a 9-card read, Sagittarius. What's going on? Hidden energy? Wow, the hidden energy is the Empress. Love this. I love it. 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 All right. You have the High Priestess, Moon in Virgo. You have the 4 Wands, Venus in Aries, can be Scorpio, Taurus, Libra energy. You have the Fool, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio. You have the 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, can be Capricorn, Taurus, Libra energy. You have the Knight of Cups, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Pisces energy. You have the 10 of Wands, Sagittarius and Saturn, can be Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy. You have the Queen of Wands, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus energy. You also have the 10 of Swords, Gemini and Mercury with the 7 of Pentacles. Taurus and Saturn can be Capricorn, Aquarius with the Empress, Taurus, Libra, which can be any astrological sign. She's all the queens combined in one. So if you're in a relationship and your feminine energy, you're catered to in that relationship. Okay. Many people look up to you as someone who gives good or sound advice, Sagittarius, if you're a feminine energy. Like, you don't speak unless it's absolutely necessary. Because when you speak, your words hold a lot of value. It's like you know your energy is very expensive. Many of you guys could be going to a tarot card reader, a medium, a seer, a shaman, or you could be one. Okay? Spirit is tickling my nose. By you coming to these readings, you are, you know, looking at readings. You're consulting a tarot card reader. You could also be getting a reading with one. Many of you are going to a wedding, or you could be planning a wedding. You could be getting married, planning an event. I also see you could be redecorating. Some of you guys are buying a new home, moving in with your significant other. Many of you guys could be meeting family and friends of your significant other. If you are single and you're feminine energy, you're recognizing that you have commitment issues, that you go after relationships that start off emotional and then they become nothing into the physical reality, or they start off physical and then they just become emotional. Okay? And that you are wanting to know more about who you are because you actually don't know who that is. Your commitment issues stem from family, from whatever you saw with family. And the way that you saw the women in your family go about their routine or taking care of themselves, like how they took care of themselves, or the home. That's where the commitment issues stem if you're single and you're a feminine energy. If you even saw a marriage, if you even saw the parents be married, okay? That's where it stems if you're single feminine energy. If you're single, I see you meeting someone at a party, a bar mitzvah, a baby shower, a get together, a homecoming. And you're recognizing that you actually don't know who you are, and that that's okay. It gives you the opportunity to sort of figure out who that is while you're single, okay? I also see if you're in a relationship, there is like this brand new renewal in the relationship. Like almost like a clean slate. Almost like a clean slate. Also, someone is, you could be pregnant, Sagittarius, or someone around you is pregnant. It's a boy. Okay. Spirit is tickling my nose. I also see you starting a new job. Some of you guys could be, graduating or just starting a job you've never like started before, like doing a job you've never done before. I also see that you have moved on from anyone who may have gaslit you, manipulated you. Maybe it was a rape, a murder, a crime, a parting of ways, like you've moved on from it. If you see, it's like this guy thinks like he got away with everything, and these other people have walked away because he's not even worth the energy, or like he's just not fucking worth it. Like, I'm just being so honest, it's not even worth it. It's just not worth it. They've walked away. It's like, if anything, I'm seeing that there's actually good karma coming your way because you've decided to not entertain people who are like that. People who will do anything to win. And that's not what life is about. Many of you are also being proposed to, or you're proposing to someone. Congratulations if you're in a relationship. The masculine energy is being very romantic, giving you a lot of love offers, giving you a lot of love messages. I also see you are more creative in your career during this time. You may find that if you're in a relationship, because you're being pushed to feel more emotions, you are feeling more creative or more drawn to create. In your career, you're going to be prospering more because you're emotionally available. I also see, Sagittarius, you've gotten rid of jobs that were performance punishment, where you would do all the work and other people would get all the credit. They'd go home early. They aren't doing everything that you're doing, yet you're the one who's lugging all this stuff. You're the one who's doing all these different things, having all these responsibilities and obligations. And other people are just like getting paid, if not more, right? Or at all. They're being paid and compensated for it. And you're not. It's like you've dropped jobs that are like that are manipulative. Okay? That's manipulative. You're like, I don't want any part of that. It can also be that if you work at a company like that, that you're aware that they do that to people, or that they're trying to do that to you. You're recognizing that it's not worth even staying at or being a part of. It's not worth it. And it makes you feel better. The Queen of Wands, you feel amazing because of that. You feel like so confident. You're also seen as very sexy, very attractive. Many of you are business owners or witches. Okay, some of you guys could work in health, prisons, institutions, asylums, philosophy, psychology, spirituality, religion, the esoteric, the occult. You could work in the limelight. You know, you're seen on display. You could rap, dance, act, sing. If you're in a relationship and you're in the feminine energy, you're only interested in the masculine energy in that relationship, and the masculine energy is only interested in you. Okay, but if you're a feminine energy and you're in a relationship, so many people are interested in you, and you're only interested in the person you're in a relationship with. You are also someone who's very dynamic. You're someone who maybe works with animals or children. You're also very positive, very optimistic. You have a very good reputation. You're very confident within yourself and what you believe. And it's like you have moved on from past betrayals, endings with colleagues, schoolmates, siblings, friends, lovers. Like, you moved on from that. You moved on from the backstabbings. You moved on from the manipulation. You choose to be happy in your life. You're choosing peace of mind. And so now it's like you're looking at your own investments, and a lot of people are watching you. A lot of people are watching you. And I just see you looking, like some of you are thinking of retiring. Others of you are looking at what you financially invested and what's next that you want to invest. Okay? A lot of people are watching you, though. And I just see, some of you guys could be athletes. Some of you work in sports. I see many of you are like in your prime though. Like your body's the best it's ever been. You look the best you've ever looked. Many of you own your own business. You're also known as a very good mother. Many of you own your own business. And it's not just a very well-known business. You have a lot of clients coming your way. You're seen as someone who has a lot of beautiful things around you. You take very good care of yourself. You're a feminine energy everybody wants to be or be with, okay? Now, if you're in a relationship, the masculine energy views the feminine energy as a woman that has unconditional love, and that is drop dead gorgeous. I mean, she's all the queens put in one, okay? Also viewing you as like the high priestess, as someone who doesn't have to give a whole bunch of love to know that they're deserving of receiving it. That's why the high priestess is actually right above the empress, because the high priestess knows she doesn't have to give a whole bunch to receive. She's catered to, right? So you have the Yod, destiny, the number 48, okay? Many of you are birthing something new. You could treat your business like a baby, or you're having a baby. For others of you, this is also about what are you meant. What is meant for you? What are you meant to experience in this lifetime? I also see you celebrating a new chapter in your life, celebrating a new beginning. Celebrating that what you've known intuitively has now become a reality. It says shaman, trust in higher forces. You could be going to a shaman, you could be a shaman. If you see, this is the shamanic wheel of timing, okay? Many of you have gotten rid of toxic jobs or toxic work environments. Like, it's not even just you're doing performance punishment and all these different things and all these different tasks and obligations, and other people are going home or going earlier. They don't have to do all of this different types of stuff. You're not even being properly compensated. It's also that it's toxic. Like, rather it's toxic people in the workplace that make it an uncomfortable workplace. It's not ran properly. There's too many red flags and too many problems to be involved. And I see that you've dropped that. This is like, after the span of 10 weeks, it's been dropped. You feel so much more stable now. You'll be feeling a lot more stable within the next 4 weeks. I also see you experiencing paranormal activity in your home. Okay? Yeah. I see you experiencing paranormal activity in your home. It's nothing bad. I see that you have like moved on though from toxic relationships and connections with colleagues, schoolmates, siblings, friends. There's people in general. This can be like co-workers. And here. Okay. So, if you're a masculine energy, you have 3-3. Many of you have mastered something, Sagittarius. Like, just in general, doesn't matter your gender. You've mastered something, 33. The master number 33 is about being the master teacher, the master guide. So you've learned so much. Now you're helping. Now the next step in your future is to teach other people. Okay? And you also have the number 4 if you're a masculine energy, right? Because I feel like if you're a feminine energy, you're becoming the head of a family. Maybe you're starting your own family. If you're a masculine energy, you're starting a family. You could be becoming a father. Some of you are becoming mothers. Many of you are good mothers, good fathers. If you're a masculine energy, you feel more responsible for the feminine energy now. You feel responsible for them. Like, I'm supposed to financially take care of the feminine energy. Some of you are becoming grandfathers, grandmothers. If you are a masculine energy, you're feeling ready for a relationship if you're single. If you're in a relationship and you're a masculine energy, you're taking on more responsibility in that relationship. Okay? The Empress receives. She doesn't get off of her throne, she just receives. Okay? I also see if you have a very abundant business. Okay? You're looking at things differently in regards to what is destined for us. That it's also about recognizing we're meant to experience certain things in order to learn. And if you wouldn't have learned it from that particular person, you would have learned it from someone else in a different experience. And it's best to take the lesson that you've learned and then help others. teach others that particular lesson, right? So that maybe they don't have to go through the same type of experience that you did in order to know that lesson, right? And that sometimes that is what it's all about, is being able to help others from what you've personally experienced. With the shaman, now the thing about the shaman, I began shamanism in 2019. If you go back to SIKIKSYD, like to all of my videos, like all the way to the bottom, I believe in the playlist, it's in spiritual teachings. Shamanism is more so of the connection to nature, the healing that can come from nature, and the connection to the spiritual forces, essentially, which is why you have the owl there, using one's intuition. And then if you see the bells there, it's also about listening to one's intuition, being guided. I don't know if you've ever heard of like, oh, the ringing of the ears, right? With shamanism, it can also be using of herbs in order to conjure particular spirits, or in order to receive particular divine messages. You could be going to a shaman. By you coming to this reading, you are coming to a shaman. It's also recognizing that in shamanism, it's all about what you cannot see, and trusting in what has come before us. Trusting in, you know, knowledge is all about things that have already happened before and how that evolves into the future. So you have to have a respect on the past, right? When we're talking about trusting in the higher forces, those that are deceased, we have to not just have trust in them, but have a respect for those that are deceased. Have a respect for those that have lived before us, because they experienced the very things that became lessons meant to learn, that have evolved into the present lessons. Does that make sense? There has to be a respect for what has come before. A humility, a groundedness, a sense of solidarity, an awareness, a wisdom, and a sense of intelligence. Being guided, being illuminated with the owl by one's intuition. Because the closest way for you to be able to interact with these higher forces or with the deceased is with your intuition. Some of you guys could be shamans, okay? One prime example of this was a shaman that I studied under for like a very long time. It was just someone I deeply admire, still admire to this day, and I used some of their practices as well here at SIKIKSYD, which was Maria Sabina. And she was an amazing shaman. Her method of shamanism was actually shrooms. She would call them angel children. She was a prime expert at using mushrooms and fungi in order to help heal others. And was known for becoming so well known that there were so many different people from so many different places coming to be healed in that particular way. Some of you guys may work with flowers or work with herbs, healing of herbs, holistic health, alkaline science. I myself have studied the healing of herbs and alkaline science. I've studied it honestly since I was a child, but if I'm gonna say like when I got like real serious, it would be like 15 years. 15 years ago is when I really started to try to get serious about like just holistic health, alkaline science, and began to just dive deeper into it. Just began to dive more and more into it. Practicing it well into high school, essentially, and then, you know, so forth and so on. I also see if you have back pain that it's going to start to feel better. I also feel like you have so much trust in the higher forces that you know that anyone who has hurt you or done wrong by you didn't ever actually get away with it. They never get away with it. Ever. Because that's how karma works. If karma doesn't come from you, it will eventually end up coming from someone else. Your main focus in life at this point is all the positivity and all the good things that are coming your way. All the good karma that you're receiving. And recognizing that a part of that good karma is not having to worry about what happens to those that maybe didn't treat you so well. It's more so about focusing on how much good you are now experiencing with the people in your life who do deserve you, who do appreciate you, who do love you, who do care about you. And I see that that's what you're doing now. You're now just more, you know, you're recognizing it more because you have a healthy relationship with yourself. And that's what it's all about, honestly. It's about trusting in the higher forces. Because I see that you were trying to figure out, like, how to move on from it philosophically, psychologically, spiritually, intellectually, logically, how to detach. The way to detach is to appreciate where you are now. Sagittarius, appreciate where you are now. Focus on all the amazing, beautiful things happening now for you. And I know sometimes that can be, you know, just difficult because of life, but appreciate the little things. Appreciate the little things. Okay, appreciate it. Trust. Trust that everything happens for a reason. Always. Always. And that it's all a part of your destiny. Look at it from a completely different perspective. From a loving perspective. Okay? I also see you have 6, 5. Many of you guys could own a religious business. 5, 5, 6, 3. Many of you own a religious business. You could be a pastor, a priest, like a priest, a bishop, a shaman. Spirit is tickling my nose. You could be someone who owns like a spiritual business and it's going to be known worldwide. Like so many people are going to know about it. So many people are going to be coming towards you for some kind of advice. Also, many of you are opening up to love if you're single. Like you're now like, okay, I'm available for love. If you're in a relationship, a deceased colleague, schoolmate, oh, Spirit is tickling my nose. A deceased colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend, a parent, someone who's deceased is watching over your love life. Okay, if you're in a relationship, they're literally watching over the love life your love life to make sure it goes the right way, to make sure you guys stay together, to make sure that the relationship stays strong. And if you're single, you're being guided by the deceased. Someone deceased is literally watching over your love life to make sure you come together with the right people to experience the lessons you're meant to learn in this lifetime, all in good intention, essentially. Some of you guys are also going to become business owners as well. 5, 5. Also, if you're in a relationship, the masculine energy feels like it's destined, like they're supposed to be with you. You also, if you're in a relationship, you could be getting married, or it's a traditional relationship, like you guys both have the same beliefs about a relationship. And that's why the relationship works so well. You guys could come from the same culture as well. I also see if you're in a relationship, you and your partner having a lot of sex, or being very sexual with one another, very intimate with one another sexually. You guys are also deepening the relationship, not just from lovers, but also to best friends. Also, if you're single, you're like, I want not just any relationship, but a spiritual relationship. Like, it has to have a spiritual aspect to it. If you are in a relationship, your significant other feels like there is a spiritual connection as well. Also, that this is like what they deserve. Like, they're getting what they want because it's what they deserve. That they're getting exactly what they want in a relationship. And you feel the same way. Also, something legally is going in your favor. Okay, something legally is going in your favor. Like, you could be signing a contract. You could be getting out of a contract. And it goes in your favor legally, or a legal case goes in your favor. This is also good karma. You're receiving good karma, Sagittarius. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. This has been your reading, Sagittarius. This is a really fun reading. This was a really fun reading. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. If you're interested in the products that I saw here at SIKIKSYD, because I know some of you guys are witches. The Queen of Wands is a witch. Some of you guys are witches, or you guys like the esoteric, the occult. Some of you guys could be Christian. I see the cross here. So some of you guys may like read the Bible, or you may be Christian, or you believe in Jesus Christ. Okay. Some of you guys are really looking at, like, who are you? And even reinventing that. A lot of you guys are like becoming anew. Doing things in work that you've never done before. Doing things in life that you've never done before. Also going somewhere you've never gone before. Feel like you're visiting or going somewhere you've never gone before. Some of you guys are going to an event, or an event is being planned within the next 4 to 10 weeks. Okay. some of you work with beauty or makeup or plants or cooking or dancing, art. Yeah. Clothes, hair, skin, nails. Okay, very feminine if you're a woman. Like, you're very, very feminine. This has been your reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe.